name is Wahidu. I'm the co-founder for ASKEMA Engineering. ASKEMA Engineering produces brake lining material from industrial and slaughter wastes. For example, we use more than 3 elements for producing brake parts. Those are, the first one is animal bone. Its content is more than 50%, and we use another fillers like ceramics and laser tires, tiers of lasers. So when we use all the components, all the raw materials all together, and we bind through its own specific adhesive. Finally, we make some bags of product, mix of those raw materials. Finally, we will bind to the scrap metals. We also get those scrap metals from garage. So we mix them, we bind them, and finally we get such kinds of results. And it's applicable for Toyota Hiace pickup, Toyota Hiace minibus taxis.
And how did you get this idea?
Through research. I was a mechanical engineering student in Mekelle, and when I studied my own thesis research, it was the exposure to make research on it. So this is from the research.
So what inspired you to use bones to make this spare part? What inspired you to use bones? As a mechanical engineer, there are so many other things you could use like steel, but you used bones. What inspired you?
The big inspiration point is the strings that we get from the animal bone. It's a complement for substituting some materials like asbestos. Basically, the existing technology in this day, the existing technology uses asbestos. Asbestos has its own health impacts. Like when we see DDT, it has its own health impact. The same is for asbestos. Asbestos has its own impact on the lung cancer, mesothelioma, and other respiratory diseases can be caused because of using asbestos. It's like taking a cigarette, so it's hard to health. It's also not fit for the performance rate for the vehicles. That's why we are trying to substitute the asbestos into the animal one.
Yes.
And
Where did you bones, please?
Hmm?
How did you get the bones? From where?
We get from slaughter industries, wastes from slaughter industries.
For how many years have you been doing this?
3 years.
And is it working well?
Yes, we install around 6,400 products in different vehicles, and there is no any redo or any corrective comments from the customers.
How much is the lifespan of the brake?
It's on kilometer. The least installment kilometer rate is around 35,000 kilometers, but it ranges from 35,000 to 50 or 52,000 kilometers. It can go in those ranges.
And how much is it? Is it expensive? And do people really buy it?
This is not that much expensive. We require around 30% of the total market from the existing market. We require around 30% of the market. For example, when we see those minibus taxi products in the market, it's around 12,000 per in. But in our workshop, it is around 2,500.
How much?
2,500 per. Because all those raw materials are wasted. That's easy to get easily. That's why we are reducing the price.
And are you bringing it only here in Addis?
No. We have around 5 battery industrial areas, and also we have some customers on the butcher shops. When they sell the meat, they throw the bones. Then we collect the bones.
Right.
How old are you, Miss?
All right.
I'm 29.
29.
Yes.
And what are your ambitions?
In the future, we are, but now we are trying to expand the products for earth moving machines, trackers, and also some other non-vehicle materials like wind turbines and tractors. So we are in the future we are willing to expand those markets.
Have you benefited from support from bank or so?
For example, Rich for Change have some supports for us. I think you are familiar with the Rich for Change. They support financial aid network as well as the technical skills, skill development on us.
And what and which markets do you target in Africa, for example?
For example, we are in earlier times before we sold those products for South Sudan, and we are if we get more access to in Africa, it is better from importing. It's better producing here. For example, it's hard to import from China or it's hard to import from Europe or somewhere. It is easy to be here to distribute or to make some extra service like maintenance. I think it is easy if we get more market in the African market. It is our plan.
So your business is expanding in other countries?
Yes, we have a plan, and also we start to sell out in South Sudan.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you. All right,
So,
before that,
Tell us,
please,
walk us through the process of your production
Yes.
and everything.
technically, how does a day look like for you? What do you do when you get up in the morning as far as the whole of this process is concerned?
The first process is just collecting. Let's say,
Just stand and
No,
talk.
okay.
After
You can demonstrate it now.
okay, can I
No,
demonstrate?
I don't want men to go down. Come
Okay.
After.
But you say everything now.
Mhm.
Then you can now walk us through the process. We take the videos of that. So tell us what you do once you come to this place. What's the first thing you do before you get to the final product of this?
Yes. How
Uh,
long it take?
Basically, the first activity in our crop is removing the scraps from the metals. The rest of wastes should be removed. Then we bind the processed lining material with this metal. Finally, we make a heat process here, and we will finish in the surface finishing process. Finally, we make a paint and install.
So how does the bone come in? Where does the bone come in this process?
Let's show. Can I?
No, just explain. You can show us later. Just explain now.
Okay. The first one is when we collect the bones, we outsource the bone processing process in our work because we don't have a crushing machine here. That's why we outsource those processes. When we collect the bones, first after collecting the bones, we crush the bones and mix with other materials like tires, tiers of lasers and ceramic tiles. Through mixing and baking process, we get the product like that. Then we make some cutting process like this, and finally we bind through the bonding process. Finally, we will make surface finish.
All right. Tell us what is the impact of this your innovation on waste management here in Ethiopia, and also on youth employment?
Okay. For example, previously in 2024, we collect around 30 tons. 30 tons means 30,000 kilograms of animal bones from somewhere from those trash areas, and also we have around 268 employees indirectly. We have 11 here, but the rest one is from the collecting scrap metals like bones like this. We collect them from different areas. So we participate those amount of people. For example, for collecting the bones, around 3 days per day, 3 days per week, one person can involve on the collecting the bones. I think it is a big impact for me and for ASKEMA.
All right, tell us, driving here, we saw a huge lane of vehicle spare parts and they were all coming from outside the country. What are the challenges that you face in this your innovation?
The basic challenge is the trust issue. We don't have the customers. The customers need to test first before installing it. So we have to we make some accreditation we get some accreditation certificate from Michigan State, USA, and we have a certificate. So the first one is the trust issue. The first challenge is the trust issue.
The second?
Second one, okay.
And also there are some others. For example, being just because we make here, they don't think that it is a scientific process or a scientific research. Just it is a trend or something like something like that situation. It's a big challenge.
All right, tell us, how does the laws in Ethiopia affect you? Are they favorable to your business? Do they promote innovations like yours?
To be honest, it is fair, but it is not good enough for us. But the big challenge is all about the machineries and also on the sides of customers. It's a big challenge to us. It's not that much on the government or something like that.
Across
Okay.
Africa, thousands of these bones go into waterways, into the landfill as waste. Where do you see this business in the next 5 years? Do you think it should remain in Addis? It should go beyond Addis?
Basically, in Ethiopia, there are around 1.6 million vehicles here in Ethiopia, and 60% of the total vehicles are here in Addis. So we are trying to be one of the best suppliers for such kinds of market, but it is not enough because of the resource, the availability of the resource. It is not enough market. We have we have more extra plans to expand in Africa or something, some other global markets.
All right, tell us, what are the different types of vehicle spare parts that you make here, and why did you choose those particular vehicle spare parts? I'm thinking, like, why can you not just make a full vehicle?
Basically, in our workshop and in our R&D team, we can produce around 1,400 different types of catalogs. I will show you. All of them are here in our workshop, and also our customers' needs for their own specific vehicles. So we customize for their vehicles, but we have a potential to produce different 1,400 types of vehicles. Like if I mention like the brands like Mitsubishi, Toyota, and so on and so on, we can produce all types of vehicles here in our workshop. So it is not hard to make some different model. For example, if you have, I think you are coming with Hyundai Starex vehicle, so we can produce now, and also if you come with other different models, we can also produce for that model. So it's more flexible.
What is the number of the person that you employ?
Please, I don't hear you.
The number of the persons that you employ.
How many
Here,
employees?
How many?
268. 268.
268?
8, yes. And 11 are here.
Okay, then we
11
have
here?
different hosts.
Yes. They are both directly and indirectly. We have 268. For example, collecting the bones, and also for collecting scrap metals like behind you. we have around 268 employees. And they are working 3 days per week.
Direct and indirect.
So can you give us a bit of like 1 minute process how you do it? Let's take a video. Then we are done.